Feels good to see the world getting loose. Feels good to see the world getting loose. I don't know about you, Sack Noel. I don't know about you, Phenom. I don't know about you, White Shadow. I don't know about you, but I feel good. I don't know about you, but I feel good. I don't know about you, but I feel good. I don't know about you, but I feel good. I don't know about you, but I feel good. I'm 2 plus 2, I'm for sure. You down, I'm down, baby, let's go. You stop, you drop, baby, then roll. You twerk, you pop, booty so swole. I'd hate me too if I were you. And when it comes to billions, I'll take 2. It's only one life, you don't get 2. So live life, don't let it live you.
I got a pocket full of $100 bills. Put on a jacket, cause these diamonds give you chills. 2 shots I'm running, 2 out I'm stunning tonight. Tonight, yeah. Look in the mirror, I'm like, who the hell is he? So many whips and cribs, I'm losing track of keys. Ooh, up to something, ooh, yeah, I love it, alright. Alright.
Yeah, I'm drinking out the bottle. Get loose, hanging with supermodels. Get loose, feel like I hit the lotto. I don't know about you, but I feel good. I don't know about you, but I feel good. I don't know about you, but I feel good. I don't know about you, but I feel good. I don't know about you, but I feel good. I'm 1 plus 1, I'm too strong. If you ain't about money, then get gone. I wanna wild out all night long. You wanna ride out, then get on. I'd hate me too if I were you. And when it comes to billions, I'll take 2. It's only one life, you don't get 2. So live life, don't let it live you.
I got a pocket full of $100 bills. Put on a jacket, cause these diamonds give you chills. 2 shots I'm running, 2 out I'm starting tonight. I'm starting tonight, yeah. Look in the mirror, I'm like, who the hell is he? So many whips and cribs, I'm losing track of keys. Ooh, up to something, ooh, yeah, I love it, alright. Alright.
Yeah, I'm drinking out the bottle. Get loose, hanging with supermodels. Get loose, feel like I hit the lotto. I don't know about you, but I feel good. I don't know about you, but I feel good. I don't know about you, but I feel good. I don't know about you, but I feel good. I don't know about you, but I feel good. I don't know about you, but I feel good. I don't know about you, but I feel good.
First round match. Pro action here in the BT200, the Maryland Beach Tennis
Maryland Open live from Ocean City.
Folks, let's go down to the sand. Let's meet our players. First up, this is an all-Brazilian duo here. 2 Brazilian teams. Going down into the sand. First up on the south side of the court in the all green, the kind of turquoise green outfit, top to bottom. He is ranked number 77th in the world. He's only 16 years old, ladies and gentlemen, making his Ocean City debut here. Give it up for Mr. Francesco GIARETON. And his playing partner, 24 years old, currently ranked number 33 in the world. From Brazil, in the pink top and white shorts, that is Mr. Nata PORTE. Their opponents, at 48 years old, 48 years young, I should say, currently ranked number 221 in the world in the white top and the navy shorts, from Brazil. That is Mr. Victor MELO. And his playing partner, 35 years old, currently ranked number 17 in the world. I had the pleasure of announcing his championship match 2 years ago in center court in Aruba. Let's see if he brings the heat like he did down there. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Mr. Fabricio NEIS. This will be a best 2 out of 3 set match, with a third set tiebreak being the 10-point super tiebreaker if we get there. We haven't had one yet today. Will we have the first? We shall see. We're going to be underway here just in a couple of minutes as players have finished their warm-ups, and we will get started here on center court. It's men's pro first round action here live from Ocean City.
Fala pessoal, você que está buscando oportunidades de investimento, dolarizar seu patrimônio, hoje eu vou te apresentar a Sunrise Homes. Vem comigo. Uma empresa que nasceu para entregar excelência, seriedade e compromisso para quem quer investir de forma segura.
Through Saturday. That's where we're going to be crowning our champion. Will it be one of these 2 teams here on court? We shall see. We don't know. There's such a stacked field here. Some of the best players in the world have come out to Ocean City, this being a BT200 level event, which is basically means it's a pretty hefty event in terms of ranking points that you earn and prize money. It's not the largest tournament in the world, certainly not the smallest, but definitely a respectable level of tournament. The first ever BT200 here in Maryland, and we are super excited that we could make this a BT200 this year, courtesy of our friends at 4 Green Fields, Cultivated Wellness, as well as all the other sponsors who make this event happen. Special shout out to the McLeod family for all that they do for the sport of beach tennis in Maryland, and making it, developing this game here and providing the opportunity to play these awesome tournaments in these amazing locations. We've got folks from around the world tuning in, courtesy of I Do Live Streaming. That's right. You go to YouTube and you find I Do Live Streaming. We have folks watching from all over the world. I want to give a special shout out to all of you who are tuning in And a special thank you to the great folks at I Do Beach Tennis who do such a great job with the stream. We're getting ready to get underway here with Victor MELO serving it up. First point of the match. Nata feathers one into the corner, love 15. This is Victor MELO, 48 years young, serving it up. Serve in, and he brings the heat on a nice dipping serve over to the backhand side of Francesco. 15 all. Serve up, really bounce off the net there for Francesco. Francesco locking in on it, putting the heat on, but answered back in there for Fabricio. Victor now, little touch play back to Francesco. Francesco still keeping the ball back in play. Look at that youth and power. Oh, and he just trips up into the net. Good point, though. Francesco GIARETON, the Brazilian, 16 years old. We're seeing him younger and younger. That's what's happening in Brazil. They're just developing players left and right, and you're seeing these young players coming out, proving themselves in Brazil, and then getting the experience, coming in, playing more international tournaments, and that's just kind of how things have been going. They're growing them young down there, so here we go at 30-15. Nata gets a paddle on it. Fabricio chops one, but that is going to sail long. 30 all. Forehand side return there by Nata. Francesco taking it up high, going back to the baseline. Save back in there by Fabricio. Oh, stretching is Nata, or stretching is Victor rather, but just not enough. Break opportunity here at 15-30 or 15-40. Or hey, I'll tell you what. How about 30-40? Let's get the score right. That's my fault. Break opportunity at 30-40 here for Francesco and Nata. Backhand side return there by Francesco, taking it up high to the baseline. Yes, and sneaking it in. They take the early break and they lead 1-0. Francesco and Nata strike first. Early first set, men's first round action here live from Ocean City. Serve's now going to go over to Nata PORTE. As we're underway here in the second game. Francesco saves one up. That should be an easy put away for Fabricio, and it is. Fabricio NEIS putting it home. Love 15. Just out of the reach of Victor, and that's a heads-up play going back to the boardwalk side corner. 15 all. Forehand side return there by Victor. Victor taking it up high, pressing Francesco to the backcourt, but that's going to sail long. 30-15. Serve up and out. 30-all. Oh, that's a big serve. Trying to look like Fabricio couldn't quite do it in time. Game point opportunity here, 40-30. Oh, and another bullet serve there by Nata PORTE. And they take a 2-games-to-love lead here in the first set. We are early in this men's first round match. But already a break of serve and a service hold for Francesco and Nata. Serve now is going to cross over to Fabricio NEIS. 35 years old, currently ranked number 17 in the world. He is the highest ranked player in this match, the lefty. Serves it up, answer back on the forehand side by Nata, and that's a nice, what we call chip and charge. Serve, move in, hit that third shot, aggressive, push right down in, and Fabricio did it to perfection right there, 15-love.
Oh, did he miss that? Did he miss that shot that was over here? I think he missed it.
Actually, let's get the score straight. Fabricio. 15-all? No, love 30. 15-all. It is 15-all. Okay, thank you. As the serve's up, answer back in there by Nata, taking it up high as Fabricio trying to go over the heads back to the baseline, but that's going to sail too long. 30-15. As it serves up and in, return back in there by Nata. There's a little shallow dropper by Fabricio. Trying to put it away, but quick hands by Victor saves it in. But it's an easy put down for Francesco, the 16-year-old. Serve up, dug out there by Nata. No, that's not going to sail in. Nice spinning serve there. So folks who are watching online and even those who are watching here in person, it's hard to tell. You have no real appreciation for how much that service ball is moving unless you're standing on the other side of the net. Not only is it moving top to bottom, but it's moving left to right as well. Serve it, dug out there by Nata. Nata locking in, able to keep the ball. No, he puts one up, might have lost that in the sun just a little bit, and that's a brilliant service hold for Fabricio and NEIS, so they get on the board now. As players will change sides, it's a 2-games-to-1 lead. Francesco GIARETON and Nata PORTE
leading 2-games-to-1 here, men's first round action.
Players change sides. They're back in action here. The fourth game of this first set coming up with Francesco GIARETON serving it up, the 16-year-old from Brazil. Number 77 in the world. Nata sends Victor down in the sand. Victor gets back up. No, he stays down in the sand. Perfect put away there by Francesco. Working the players left to right, back and forth. Impressive start here for this team of Francesco and Nata. Again, Francesco just 16 years old. He did have a win under his belt in 2024. It was a BT10, a little bit smaller of a tournament in Colombia. But, you know, he's young, and that's where it starts. His partner, Nata PORTE, has been around, won 7 titles, including a BT200 last year, 2024, with his partner Filippo Boscolo. Also, Nata and his opponent today, Fabricio, no strangers. They've actually played together. They've won tournaments together. So beach tennis, very much a, especially if you're all from the same country, you get to know one another. As the serve is up and in for hands, return there by Victor. Victor now, Francesco holding the forecourt. Now to get in on the action, now taking it up high, try to force Victor back. Victor lets that one go wisely. I think for a second he thought about it. 30 all. Serve up, dug out there, on the forehand side by Fabricio. Victor now crossing over. Nata with an aggressive put down. Lock on. Spotted it the whole way. Popped it down with the aggressive over smash. 4. Take a 3 games to 1 lead here in the first set off this point. Serve is up, forehand dug out there by Fabricio. Fabricio locking onto it. Back over to Francesco. There's another one. Oh, so dug out by Victor on a nice defensive play. Locking in. There's Fabricio now taking the offensive action, but saved back in. Nice defensive play by Francesco, but mishandled by Nata. We are tied up at 40 all. Golden point. Next point wins the game. Will we be tied at 2 games apiece here in the first set, or will it be a 3 games to 1 lead for Francesco and Nata? We shall see after this point. If you're new to beach tennis, no advantage like there is in regular tennis scoring. So at 40 all, the next point wins, whether you're serving or not. And that's what we have right here. Golden point, 40 all. Who's going to take this game? Serve is up, backhand side dig there by Victor. Fabricio locking in, lets that one go, and Fabricio and Victor will get the break. We are tied at 2 games apiece here in the first set. Men's first round action live from Ocean City. Tied up at 2 all. Victor serving it up. Victor on the backhand side dig out, and that's going to sail long. Wise play there by Nata to let that one sail out. 11-15. Forehand side return. Oh, you could hear that crack all the way on the top floor of the Park Place Hotel. Backhand side dig there by Francesco. There's Nata taking it over to Fabricio. Dug out there by Nata on a nice defensive play. There's Francesco trying to put pressure down the center, but Victor's there to answer. Victor now logging in. He's trying to go shallow. Francesco pushing Fabricio back from the bounce off the net. Ball still in play. Francesco putting it away. Backhand side dig there by, I'm getting confused here, by Fabricio. Fabricio putting it up. Oh, and Nata puts it down into the sand. What a point. Best point of this match so far. As Nata goes in for the kill, puts it into the net. That's what we like to see here in beach tennis. Back and forth, aggressive, offense and defense. Victor serving at 15 all. Backhand side return there by Nata. That was going to sail just out. 30-15. This is the number 8 seeded team in this tournament. Victor and Fabricio. As the serve is up, clipped off to it. Nata now taking it down the center over to Fabricio. Fabricio now locking back to Nata. And nice positioning by the lefty. Fabricio puts it home. 15, chance to hold serve and grab the lead for the first time here in this match. Let's see if they can hold and do it. 40-15. Serve up, backhand side dig there by Nata, answered back by Francesco. Yes, and then that one, nice point. As the players will towel off, the sun has come out, moved out from the clouds, which adds a bit of difficulty here for glare and also just for things like heat and sweat. If you ask the players, most of them will probably tell you they like the cloud cover, but we can't complain about a sunny day in Ocean City, so. 40-30, Victor serving it up. Serve in, forehand right side, return is going to sail long, and so that's a service hold. And now Victor and Fabricio, the number 8 seeds, they have seized the lead here in set number 1. They lead 3-2. You're watching men's first round action live from Ocean City, Maryland. It's the Beach Tennis Maryland Open 2025 edition, live from Ocean City. NEIS, 3 games to 2. Fourth match here on center court today. The next match up after this will be another women's match with one of my favorite names to say as an announcer, American, 36-year-old American, Elibari Escalante. She'll be representing in the next match, but we got a long way to go here in this men's first round matchup with Nata serving it up at 2 games to 3. Little touch play around the net, taking it up high, now stretching is Victor. Victor takes it high, easy pickings there for Nata, putting it down at 15-love. Service up at the forehand side, return there by Victor, dug out there by Fabricio on the backhand side dish. Now Francesco locking into it. Nice defensive plays, just got quick defensive hands. Oh, and just a little bit too much pressure there. 15-all. But I like what I'm seeing from the 16-year-old. The quick defensive hands, and he's got really good power pressure when he wants to bring it out. Nice serve up there, answered back in there by Fabricio on the backhand side. Dig! And that is out. 15-30. Serve up and out, and that's going to give a break opportunity here for Victor and Francesco. Or I'm sorry, Victor and Fabricio, rather. At 15-40, break opportunity to extend their lead to 2 games here in this first set. And that's what's going to happen off the service error. So Fabricio and Victor get the break. They lead 4 games to 2 here in set number 1. 4 games to 2. Fabricio NEIS serving it up, 4-2. Dug out there by Nata. There's backhand side dig by Francesco. Francesco takes his time with it. He's got really good control. As Nata stretching. There's Fabricio trying to put more pressure back on Nata. Now at the last second, hesitation. Pulls it just a little bit high, and Fabricio's there for the kill. Again, anticipation and positioning. Knowing where the ball is going to go is such a key component to playing beach tennis at a high level, and you saw Fabricio really read that one well. He was in perfect position for the put away. 15-love. Serve up, backhand side dig out there by Francesco. At the last second, Nata saves it back in, throws it up high, gets back into position, goes high once again. He's challenging Fabricio. Fabricio sends it long. Smart defensive plays there by Nata PORTE. When you're beat on timing, you throw it high, give yourself enough position time to get back into position. The opponent has to deal with the ball blowing around in the wind. Paid off for him there. 15-all. Backhand side return there by Francesco. Francesco now a little shallow dropper back over to Victor. Victor now, he's going to read that one and able to get a ball on it, or racket on it rather. Trying to force position is Nata, and he does. He puts one down into the body of Victor, and Victor can do nothing but just send that one long. 15-30. Serve up, and that's a big serve. Big dipping serve, top to bottom. Lots of top spin on that. Takes us to 30-all. Serve up, backhand side dig into the net off the big heated serve by Fabricio NEIS. 40-30. Chance to extend that lead here on the game point. Trying to go up by 3 games at 5-2. Serve in, dug out there by Nata. Nata now locking in. There's Victor in position, and that's exactly what they do. They get the service hold. They are in charge right now, 5-2 in set number 1. Fabricio NEIS, Victor MELO, the number 8 seeds here in the tournament, have seized control, and they are 1 game away from taking the first set.
Feels good to see the world getting loose. Feels good to see the world getting loose. I don't know about you, Sack Noel. I don't know about you, Phenom. I don't know about you, White Shadow. I don't know about you, but I feel good. I don't know about you, but I feel good. I don't know about you, but I feel good. I don't know about you, but I feel good. I don't know about you, but I feel good. I'm 2 plus 2, I'm for sure. You down, I'm down, baby, let's go. You stop, you drop, baby, then roll. You twerk, you pop, booty so swole. I'd hate me too if I were you. And when it comes to billions, I'll take 2. It's only one life, you don't get 2. So live life, don't let it live you.
I got a pocket full of $100 bills. Put on a jacket, cause these diamonds give you chills. 2 shots, 2 out, I'm starting tonight. Yeah. Look in the mirror, I'm like, who the hell is he? So
Here in the first set, he shall see their backs are against the wall. They're down 2 games in the first set. All the momentum right now with Fabricio and Victor, the number 8 seeds, but let's see if that holds. Francesco will be serving it up. Down 2-5, first set. Serve up, return on the forehand side by Victor. Now the center, stretching back. Both players are running back. They're out of position. Now back in position. It's a cross back over. Not playing on their native sides, but that's okay. They're still keeping the point going. Oh, and a nice stretch. That's a brilliant play by Francesco going down the line. Forcing the stretch off of Fabricio, 15 love. And they just really controlled that point well throughout the entire sequence. Serve up, backhand side dig out by Victor. Victor now tried to go shallow down the middle. Not enough elevation on that one. $30 love. Dug out by Victor once again, going in, now down the center. Francesco's quick hands are there to answer. Shallow angle, answer back by Francesco. Francesco again, nice defensive play. He's got kind of it all at such a young age. Taking it up high, that should be an easy put away, and it is for Victor. So they get a point here in this game, 30-15. A must-win service game here for Francesco and Nata as they are down 2-5 in the first set. Serve is up and in. A forehand return there by Victor. Fabricio coming in. So from 30, we're tied up now at 30 all. Service ace. Beautiful serve there by Francesco. 16 years old from Brazil. A game point opportunity, 40-30 opportunity to stay alive here in this first set. And all he needs to do is cook up another one of those serves, and I think he'll be there. So here we go at game point, serving it up. Trying to stay in this first set. Brings a big service, save back in there. There's Francesco. Again, taking it up high, challenging Victor. Victor gets a paddle on it, but that's going to sail out, and they stay alive in this first set. So a service hold when they needed it. The young 16-year-old delivered. It's now 5 games to 3. 5 games to 3, with serve going over to Victor, who will try to close out this first set. Friendly bounce off the net. Oh, just enough to disrupt Francesco's return. In beach tennis, you have to play the balls off the net. There is no let serve as there is in regular tennis. Serve is up, dug out there by Nata. Nata locking in for the put away. Oh, and just a brilliant overhead by Nata PORTE. $15 all. As the serve is up, backhand return there by Francesco. Francesco taking it high, challenging Victor. Victor's there. Oh, Francesco wishes he could get that one back. He was in position. Just dumps it into the net. Bit of an error. 30-15. Victor and Fabricio 2 points away from claiming the first set. As the serve is up and in on the backhand side return there by Francesco. Nata going in for the put away. Gets back into position. Little touch dropper by Victor. Now sending Fabricio to the backcourt. Easy put away there for Nata, and he just makes it look so easy. It's not as easy as it looks, folks. I can tell you. Doesn't hurt that you're tall and you have long arms the way that Nata does. But you convert the point, and he does it to perfection there as we see the replay. Nata, just another perfect overhead smash. $30 all. Serve up, dug out there by Nata on the return, going back over to Victor. Oh, nice aggressive play off the push by Victor. Backhand side push into the chest of Nata, and that gives his team a 40-30 advantage here. It is game point, it is set point here for the number 8 seeds, Victor and Fabricio. Let's see what happens now. Can they convert and take the first set? As the serve is up, and it's out. Oh, he had an opportunity there, but instead, a service error. So now that takes us to 40 all, a golden point. The next point wins the game. So for Victor and Fabricio, that is set point right now. They could close it out, but if Nata and Francesco get this, ooh, it's a closer match. Serve is up. What's going to happen here? Big point as this one goes up high, and he lets it out. Yes, he lets it go out. It just barely sails out. Ladies and gentlemen, the first set is in the books. Victor and Fabricio take it 6 games to 3. So they now lead 1 set to love here in this men's first round match. It looked scary there for a moment, but they were able to convert. So for Francesco and Nata, what are they going to talk about in the changeover? What are they going to do different? They're not playing bad. In fact, the score I don't think reflects as close as this match has felt. But nonetheless, it's one game to love. Francesco, or Fabricio and Victor in the lead. Francesco and Nata going to have to bring out some heat in the second set. You are watching live the 2025 Beach Tennis Maryland Open live from Ocean City.
First game of the second set.
Fabricio and Victor the first one, 6-3. Nata is down.
Trying to hold serve, get on the board first here
in the second set.
If we go to a third set, it'll be a tiebreaker.
Serve back inside, just now taking it high. Oh, back in. Beautiful shot there by Fabricio. Victor now taking it back with Francesco. Oh, down in the same touch play. Beautiful touch cover. Nata's doing it all. He's covered all sorts of areas of the court right now. He's trying to clear the way. It's Fabricio. And he finally does. What a point. 40, 15, I'm sorry, 30, 40 now. As Fabricio and Victor trying to get the break. Trying to make this big statement here in set number 2. As the serve is up and out, and that is an early break here for Fabricio and Victor. They pick up exactly where they left off in the last set. They lead 1-0 here in set number 2. For a moment it was going to go out, but Sales just drops inside the baseline. Love 15. Serve in, dug out there on the forehand side, dish by Nata, and that takes us down to 15. Love 30. Victor and Fabricio serving it now. They're up 1 set to love, 1 game to love in the second. Forehand side return there by Francesco. Not a little touch dropper. Back over to Victor. Victor now locking in. Nope, they're stretching over as Fabricio back in position. Victor able to get a paddle on it to keep the ball back in play. There's pressure by Francesco. Now back over to Nata. It's like 1-2. They're both coming at you from an aggressive stance. This one goes up, yes, and Francesco feathers one inside the baseline. They've got an opportunity to break back and tie this second set up at 1 game apiece. As we watch the replay there, it was just relentless pressure coming from Francesco and Nata. Makes it difficult. Sometimes you like to favor one player over the other, try to find a weakness, but with these guys, there's really not much of one to be found. Still, the score is very much in the favor of Victor and Fabricio, though, but here's an opportunity to break and tie the second set up at 1 game all. Victor serving it up. As the serve's up and in, and Victor gets one back off the big serve. 15-40. As the serve's up, forehand side return there by Nata. Now Francesco getting in on the action. Fabricio keeping the ball back in play, just trying to not make a mistake. Now taking it up high, locking in is Fabricio. He gets the ball, oh, he got a paddle on it. But when you throw that ball up into the sun, it's hard, especially with the wind blowing up at elevation. So that is a break of serve for Nata and Francesco. They tie this second set up at 1 game apiece. So Francesco serving it now at 1 game all. Backhand side return there by Victor. Victor now taking it back over to Nata. Nata takes it high over to the corner, and that's just outside. Love 15. Serve is up and out. Love 30. Not a little touch play over to Victor. He answers back with a little feather of his own, and then putting it down, dug out of the sand there by Fabricio, and that was a beautiful defensive play, but just sails a bit long. 15-30. Serve, friendly bounce for Francesco off the net. Not much that Fabricio could do there as the ball gets deflected. 30-all. Forehand side return back and the middle, crossing over, stepping in is Nata in a Nata holding court in an aggressive position there. Francesco just mishandled that one. That gives a break opportunity here for Victor and Fabricio at 30-40. Chance to get that break and take the 2-1 lead. Serve up, big serve there by Francesco. Takes us to a golden point at 40-all, ladies and gentlemen. Next point wins the game. Who is going to take the 2-1 lead here in the second set? We will know after this point. Will it be Francesco, the 16-year-old Brazilian, or will it be the defenders, Fabricio and Victor? We shall see. As the serve is up, forehand side return there. Fabricio, and it's a service hold for Francesco and Nata. They lead 2-1 here in the second set. Players will change sides. We've got a good one here on center court. Victor and Fabricio leading 1-0, but at the moment, Francesco and Nata lead in the second 2-1. You are watching live first round action on the men's side from the 2025 Beach Tennis Maryland Open live from Ocean City. So we are back, ready to start the fourth game of this second set. Fabricio NEIS serving it up. At 1-2, dug out there by... Yes, dug out there by Nata. $15-all. Serve up, dug out. That's going to sail long. Big serve there by Fabricio. That takes us to At 30-15, dug out there by Nata. Nata back over to Victor. Victor just playing the pace. Nice defensive play by Nata. Nata digs it out once again on a beautiful defensive play. There's Francesco keeping the ball back in. Crossing over is Nata. Players on each opposite sides now, and just not enough. Wow, that was quick hands there by Nata and quick, fast action by his partner Francesco, but they just mishandled the one shot at the wrong time. As we're watching on the replay here, this goes up. Windmill by Francesco's players cross over, and then the put away. Serve is up, backhand side dig there by Nata. Nata locking in down the center. There's Fabricio into the net. Serve up, backhand side. Bounce off the net for Francesco. Victor able to keep the ball back in play. Yes, and he uses his position. Victor, he might be 48 years old, but he's still got the touch and anticipation. Didn't relinquish that forecourt. Instead, he's held his ground firm, in perfect position to put it away. And so we are tied up at 2 games apiece, ladies and gentlemen, in the second set. As that one sails out, low 15. Serve in, backhand side dish there by Fabricio. Nata gets a paddle on, but that's going to land short. Love 30. This is a key game as we are tied up at 2-all. Who's going to seize that momentum in the changeover with the 1-game 3-2 lead? Nata and Francesco already down a set, so they're thinking it's got to be them. But we are still early. What a rocket serve, but answered back in there by Victor. That is one of the best returns I've seen all day. That was an absolute bullet off the service paddle of Nata. Victor just handled it well. This is now break opportunity. Another big serve, another great return back by Victor, taking it up high. Francesco locking in onto it. Victor now back to Francesco, locking is Fabricio. I couldn't see it. Was it out or is it in? It was in. Nice shot to stay alive by Francesco and Nata, but man, these are some relentless, huge serves coming off the paddle of Nata Porte. But Victor's just done an amazing job on the return. Another serve and a service ace as it clips the line. Maybe one of the biggest serves I've seen in this tournament thus far. Climbs back in for another point, 30-40. Still break opportunity here for Fabricio and Victor, but with serves like that, it's going to be hard to counter. Let's see if he's got another one in the clip. Nata Porte from Brazil, 24 years old, 33 in the world, has got a heater of a serve. Serve is up, and he went for the heat again, but this time into the net. Games to 2 here in the second set. Are to the next round, but they're gotta to do before they get there. You are watching the 2025 Beach Tennis Maryland Open. Live from Ocean City. And folks, I want to give a quick shout out to some of the amazing partners that make it possible here. Coconut Club there.
And
That's
as part of the Park Place Hotel.
Great
Great place for parties, for
special events,
for getting your grub on.
One of the things Sexy Beach Tennis, Sexy brand for the being the official racket of the tournament, for providing all of the balls. And they've got the great lineup of paddles here for tryout. Want to thank Muscle Milk for your protein needs. The dough roller pizza right within earshot of the center court here, the dough roller. So if you're feeling some pizza, go check out the dough roller. Dippin' Dots here on the Strand. Brothers Burritos, or Guido's Burritos. Brothers Bistro. We got all kinds of sponsors. We'll get to them again. But here we go, back in action on center. As Victor's serving it up.
Locking into it is Fabricio, able to keep the ball back in play. Oh, and look at the just athleticism. Nata Porte locked onto it with the overhead smash. Does it as good as anybody. Love 30. Serve up on the backhand side return there by Nata. Nata going in, trying to put it away once again, and he does. So for Fabricio and Victor, they may have to find a different strategy than trying to go over the head of Nata Porte. He's locked into that overhead smash. Was winding up. He was right there, but Nata steps in point for Fabricio and Victor, but it's still a break opportunity here at 15-40. For Francesco and Nata, try to tie this match up in the second set at 3 games apiece. Making it look easy once again. Nata smashed it at home, and we are tied. Ladies and gentlemen, 3 games all in the second set. So we've got a good one here in set number 2. Fabricio and Victor leading 1-0. Reminder, if we go to a third set, it will not be a full third set. It'll be a 10-point super tiebreaker per ITF rules. Seventh game of the second set. Francesco serves it off, crossing over. Francesco's there. Dug out there by Fabricio, but that's going to sail long. 15 love. Next match here on center, we're going to go back to the women. Dug out there by Victor. A beautiful return. His return game has been on all day long. Here's high. Opportunity for Victor to put away, but nice defensive play by Francesco. Keeps the ball on it. And oh, he wasn't sure. He wasn't sure. He thought it might be going out. Instead, it drops inside as we see the replay here. Ball goes up, and yes, Victor was as pleased as anybody on that one. As it serves up, back inside return, down in the sand goes Nata, and that's a brilliant return there by Fabricio. 15-30. As Nata making some adjustments there, getting the sweat off in the sand. Score is 15-30. We've got a good one here in set number 2, tied up 3-all. Mishandled serve gives Victor and Fabricio 15-40 break opportunity. Will they break the 3-3 tie? It's been a little bit more challenging to hold serve here in the second set. We've seen a number of breaks already. As the serve is up, forehand side return back by Victor. Now locking in is Fabricio down the middle. Nata in position. Now Nata getting stretched back to the corner, and that is out. So Nata wisely lets that one go. 30-40, still break opportunity here for Victor and Fabricio to take that 4-3 lead. Forehand side return back by Victor. Victor now pushing it down the center. Fabricio taking it up high, pushing. Fabricio rather over to Francesco. Francesco putting it up high. There's Nata getting in on the act. Yeah, nice defensive play by Francesco. They're just pounding him, but he's able to do it. And he anticipated that even, getting down in the sand, into position, but just couldn't quite handle the dig. And so just like that, it is 4-3 off the service break. Fabricio and Victor have taken the lead. They need 1 set to love, and they are 2 games away from advancing in this men's tournament. We are in the second set with Fabricio NEIS and Victor MELO leading 4-3, already up 1 set to love. They are 2 games away from trying to close out this match and advance in the tournament, but they're not getting it easy. Francesco and Nata are putting up a fight. Fabricio serving it up now to try to extend that lead. Serve is up on the backhand side, return there by Francesco, getting stretched back is Nata. Nata able to get a ball on it, yes! And he sneaks it inside the line. I think he was as surprised as anybody. Love 15. Serve is up, dug out there from Francesco. Nata with a big overhead smash. Puts the heat on that one. Love 30. Backhand side return, going up, Nata crossing over, a little confusion there. Dug out by, oh, he was able to get a paddle on it, Francesco was. But there was just a little bit of confusion there in the positioning. So that gives a point here for the serving team. Fabricio and Victor is 15-30. Serve is up, backhand serve return there by Francesco. Now a little touch dropper, friendly bounce off the net, dug out there by Victor. Oh, Victor gets a paddle on it. No, just outside. Could you imagine if that had gone in? Might have touched the net there as well, so that might not have counted regardless. So here we go, a break opportunity. This has been a seesaw back and forth second set. Chance to tie this up at 4 games apiece. Francesco and Nata, if they can convert here. As the serve is up, dug out there, yes, and that's exactly what they do. They get the break, and all of a sudden it's easier to break serve than it is hold serve in this second set. We are tied at 4 games all, and it's not because people have been holding serve. So that's an interesting dynamic here. Unlike the first set where you saw key breaks at the right time made all the difference, everybody's breaking serve here in the second. We're tied at 4 all. So Nata goes in for the rocket serve once again, but this time it sails long, love 15. Serve is up, dug out there by Fabricio. And he lets that one go, that's just out. 15 all. And it's an easy put down for Victor. 15-30. Forehand tower by Victor. Victor locking in on the windmill, put away, dug out on a nice defensive play by Francesco, and that one's going to sail long, 30 all. Big serve, big return. Back, Fabricio on the backhand side, dig, yes. Little two-hand backer down the middle. Francesco gets a paddle on it, but dumps it into the net. It is now break opportunity. Does it surprise you that it's a break point? It's been going that way all set long. Fabricio and Victor have a chance to pull 5-4 in the second set. Off another break. Let's see if they can convert. As the serve's up, dug out there somehow by Fabricio, going up high. Victor put it down, save back in there, no! And it's another break of serve. 5 games to 4. Fabricio and Victor are 1 game away from moving to the next round. Unbelievable turn of events here in the second set. A whole different tournament from set number 1 to set number 2. The tone and the just sheer breaks of serve that we're seeing in set number 2. Completely different from what we saw in the first set, but that's beach tennis. The momentum changes, the mood changes, and players just have to adjust. So Fabricio and Victor are 1 game away from advancing. Let's see if Nata and Francesco can get the break themselves and tie things up at 5-all. We got a good one here on center court, Ocean City, Maryland, 2025 Beach Tennis Maryland Open.
Everybody.
I ran up to the room.
All right, so I think unlike the first set where it was all about who could get the one game away, trying to close this set out. That's a good start on the chip in charge. Fabricio coming in on the 1-2 punch. Puts it down into the corner. 15 love. Serve it. Dug out there by Nata. And they bounce off the net there for Francesco. Nata gets a paddle on it, keeps the ball back in play. Goes to the baseline. Yes! And it clips the line. 15 all. Serve in, back inside dig there by Nata, little shallow dropper back to Victor. Victor locking in on it, tries to dump it shallow down the middle. That just didn't get enough paddle on it. 15-30. Everybody's been able to break in this set. It's really more about who can hold serve. That's been the challenge in set number 2 here. As this serve is up, answer back on the forehand side dish by Nata. Now taking up high as Francesco. Back over, yes! And a ripping overhead by Victor MELO. Francesco tried to get out of the way, and he just couldn't get out of the way quick enough. That takes us to 30 all. They're 2 points away, folks, from closing out the match and advancing in this 2025 tournament. Serve in. Return back in there by Nata. Nata, a little touch dropper. Fabricio able to answer. Victor gets a paddle on it, but just not enough. So guess what? Are you surprised? 30-40 break point to tie the second set up at 5 games apiece. Serve is up. Backhand side return there by Francesco. Francesco putting Victor down into the sand. Oh, and he goes for the kill. They had it on break point. He went for the kill, but he dumps it into the net. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 40 all. Golden point. It's either break point, and we're tied at 5 all in the second, or it is set point and match point for Victor and Fabricio. It could all end on this serve right now if they can hold this point. Victor serve, they are the winners of the match, and they will advance. If Francesco and Nata can somehow find a way to get this one, they have broken serve, and we are tied at 5 all in the second set. The serve is up. Dug out there. That's got to go! And it's out! And they held serve 5! And it's now 6 games to 4 victory in the second set. The match is over. Fabricio and Victor move on 6-3, 6-4 in this match. What a good one here on center court. So for Francesco, the 16-year-old Brazilian, and his partner Nata, unfortunately, they put up a great fight, but they are out of the main draw. Their tournament comes to an end. We'll see how they do in the consolation rounds, but a little bit of a bitter defeat there, although they played great, and we will definitely see more of that team in the future, and especially 16-year-old Francesco GIARETON from Brazil. Watch out for him in the coming years in the world rankings. But that's it. We are going to go down to the sand in a few minutes for a quick interview with the boys, and then we will have the ladies come up next here on center court with Elimari Escalante and 3 players from Japan. And we will introduce you to in just a few minutes. But first off, we'll get words from the victorious team here in just a couple minutes. And then we'll switch over and get ready for some ladies action back here on center court. You are watching the 2025 Beach Tennis Maryland Open live from Ocean City.
You tell me where. English here? Here. You guys speak English very well. No. Well, who do you want to be the lead? Yeah. So this is, guys, this is the camera right here. I'm gonna take this away. We'll just do it on the screen. Go ahead and scan. We're watching the camera right now. Okay, well here we are, Alex Porta with the first round victors here. Victor and Fabricio, 6-3, 6-4. Guys, that was exciting. I think the action on the sand looked a little closer than what the score reflected. First off, I just want to start off, my man Victor here. Victor, man, 48 years old. You're out here grinding with these young kids. That's my plan. And you looked great. I think some of the best returns of serve I've seen all tournament. Talk us through that match. How are you feeling after round one? And do you have some good confidence going into the next round after what you did?
Yeah, first of all, it's great playing here. Wonderful atmosphere. Everybody watching and cheer. And I think because I'm the oldest, maybe I get the privilege of
some good cheering for me. And amazing playing. This guy, he, as you all know, he's one of the best players in the world. He gave me the opportunity of being here with me. And thank you very much. Tough game. I think we had since we are seated, so we had the Nata. It's a great player, one of the best, and he's young. As you mentioned it, he's playing really good. He didn't feel pressure, so it was really tough. Score definitely doesn't represent how tough the game was. So I'm just really thankful for the game, and I hope we can do as well in the next one.
Victor, I have to ask, some of those serves coming from Nata were absolutely incredible. I've called matches for the last 20 years in beach tennis. I've seen the best servers in the world. Some of those shots that Nata hit on the serve, I don't know that any top-rated seeded player could hit any better, and yet you were returning. You were returning like magic. What was the key there?
The key is that this guy plays against him every day. They're in the same city. So he already told me, Victor, you gotta watch this and this and that. You gotta serve hard, but you can do it. So I was really concentrated. He did some really great serve on the return. But not that he's already known in the circuit for his serve. He's really one of the best servers. So I'm grateful I could.
Absolutely amazing. So Fabricio, you're no stranger to big stages, big moments. I had the pleasure of calling your finals match in Aruba back in 2024.
Yeah, I think it's 23. Final in Aruba.
Finals in Aruba. So you know what it takes to get into the ladder stage. This was only round one. What do you have to do as a team mentally to stay focused and to not expend too much too early?
Yeah. Thanks so much, Victor. It's a great match today. It's very tough to play with the windy conditions. It's tough to play here because the wind is very, very hard. And yeah, the next match, I guess. Puerto Rico guys or other guys. It's very tough again, and tomorrow is again. It's very concentration, very play well like this.
So we have that last question. I just have to say, we got to give love to the young.
Come on.
What do we think we're going to see from him at such a young age? Is this a guy, 4 or 5 years, who could be in the top?
Yeah, I know.
I just have to say, we got to give love to
Come on.
It changes a little bit. It's not like usual that you have the pressure on confirming serve. No, you have the pressure on winning the games on the good side. That's against the wind. It's really much easier to play against the wind than the other way.
Definitely a wind bias here in Ocean City. We remember that from Aruba. Sometimes you see that in Aruba too. So yeah, that's just part of the conditions. But you guys played fantastic. Thank you for doing the interview in English, by the way. You did. Thank you for that. Much better than my Portuguese. And thank you. We'll look forward to seeing you in the next round. So congratulations, Victor Fabricio. We'll see them coming up.
Really good.
Thank you so much. All right, back to you all.
Thanks, guys.